Hey, what's up, guys? I just finished getting all the scores for the weekend. Crazy weekend of college football that it was. Today was absolutely insane. So many upsets, so many big games, so many barn burners. I'm just going to give you guys a review of what I've got so far. I've got the top 25 right here, got all the scores. No, it's backwards, but got all the scores written down. Give you guys a review of each game, how I felt each game went, and then I'm going to give you my projected BCS top 12 since the BCS rankings are coming out tomorrow. Alright, first up, you've got Bama. I mean, really, who thought Mizzou would actually score points? I did not. I thought Bama was going to win like 63-0, but Mizzou got a kickoff return for a touchdown, which was really good. So they lost 42-10. I don't think they're going to win an SEC game this year, to be honest with you, because they're Missouri. Oregon was on a bye week, so Oregon didn't lose. South Carolina LSU, that was a great game. That game was very good. Two very good SEC teams going at it like they should this year. 23-21, LSU comes out on top. Very good game. Very impressive. They will still be in the top 10 when the BCS polls come out tomorrow, in my opinion. Next up, you got Florida. Florida, they didn't really impress me today. They didn't really do good. They could have done a lot better. They only won 31-17 over Vanderbilt. It was at Vanderbilt, so Vanderbilt held home really good, only allowing Florida to score 31. I thought Florida was going to drop at least 50 on them. So, good job, Vanderbilt. You didn't lose by too much. Geno Smith. Really, dude? Really? Like you became a human being today. You just can't lose 49-14 at Texas Tech. I'm sorry. That's just unacceptable. I know you guys are good, but you're not national championship contending good. So, yeah. 49-14, West Virginia just got smoked. That was just horrible. Okay, next up, number 6, Kansas State. I looked at this game before it went down, and I said to myself, Iowa State is going to do it again. They are going to cause havoc, and they're going to ruin another national championship hopeful. They almost did today. They came very close. It was 27-21 at Iowa State. That was a pretty good game. I didn't really watch any of it, but I kept updating the score, and it was always like within a touchdown. So that was really good a game. Next up, number 7, Notre Dame hosting 17th ranked Stanford. This was, in my opinion, one of the best games of the day. There was a bunch of barn burners, but this was one of my favorite games that I watched. Notre Dame couldn't really get anything going until about the fourth quarter, and once they did, they were pretty much unstoppable. It was a very controversial call though in overtime. I don't really know how I would call that call, because it was so close. I mean, his progress was stopped, but he was on a pile, so he therefore was not actually down. And he kept going, and he actually poked into the end zone, so I don't really know what was the deal with that. Anyway, Notre Dame won. They're still undefeated. They've got... I forgot who they got next week. That's it. No, they have BYU next week, at home. Ohio State. The most overrated team in the country. I will go ahead and say it. Ohio State is overrated. You go to Indiana and put up 52. Okay. You should not allow 49. It's just completely unacceptable. Braxton Miller just became in my opinion, one of the new favorites for the Heisman Trophy. I mean, kid's a freaking beast. But, come on, Ohio State. Really, you're one of the top 10 teams in the country. Play like it. Coming up, we got Oregon State. Yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion on Oregon State. They're kind of haven't really seen them play much. They're just creeping their way into the top 10. They beat BYU 42-21. BYU has the second best defense in the country behind Alabama coming into this game. They now no longer have the second best defense in the country because Oregon State put up 42 on those guys. That was a very close game, but Oregon State pulled away late. Go figure. My boys, the Trojans of USC. I don't know what the hell happened in that game. They started off really good, 24-7. I was like, okay, this is going to be a cakewalk. We're going to win by 50. Final score was 24-14. Matt Barkley, I think he had like 4 completions in the second half. It was just, I don't know what happened, but a win's a win. We'll take it. Florida State. I feel really bad for Boston College right now because Florida State just waxed them. I mean, that was just an absolute thrashing. It looked like the Florida State that we've seen the first 4 weeks. 51-7, completely just trashed them. The Red River Route, as it is now being called. Oklahoma, Texas. 13 Oklahoma hosting 15 Texas, and no, Texas was hosting. Oklahoma puts up 63 points on Texas. You're supposed to have a good defense, Texas. What are you doing allowing 63 points? I mean, one point was, 56-8? Just roll over and die already. That's terrible. Texas is overrated, in my opinion. I don't think they're that great. They're a good team, but they're not top 15 caliber. Georgia and Clemson were on a bye week. Next up, you got Louisville, a surprise team out of the Big East, up in the top 25, number 18. They were at Pitt. They won 45-35. Pretty good game. Pretty close. I didn't get to see it, but I saw that they were keeping it up pretty close throughout the whole game. 19, Mississippi State. These are one of these teams you got to watch out for. Mississippi State is a team that can really, really surprise people. They only won 41-31. They allowed quite a few points against Tennessee, who's not really that good. But hey, a win's a win. I can't really hate on a team that won. Let's see, Rutgers. Rutgers, one of those teams that just jumped into the polls recently. Won 23-15 at Syracuse. Not really big on Rutgers. I don't think they're really going to go high. Cincinnati just put it on for them, 49-17. Just absolutely waxed them. The barn burner of the day, Texas A&M and Louisiana Tech. This was a phenomenal game. This is probably the best game of the day. Texas A&M wins at 59-57. Just absolutely ridiculous. A freaking high school football game broke out. It was just ridiculous. Texas A&M is legit. I don't think they're national title legit. They're not. They're close to national title legit, but they're pretty good. They can definitely hang with some big boys. Boise State. I'm kind of losing faith in Boise State. They only put up 20 against Fresno State at home. So yeah, 20-10. Not impressed. And Michigan just laid it on Illinois today, 45-0. That's pretty much self-explanatory. Illinois pretty much didn't show up. So, yeah. Alright, on to my BCS Top 12. That's your Top 25 review for the day. Alright, at 12, I've got Oklahoma. I've got Oklahoma at 12. I do not have West Virginia in this Top 12. When you lose to Texas Tech that bad, you deserve to be kicked out of the BCS Top 12. You really do. Because that was just a disgrace to college football. To have that good of a team to lose that bad. Just completely unacceptable. I got Florida State at 11. Florida State's, coming back off that loss to NC State. And they look like they're back in form. State just got their number on last week. And they put it back together. They look really, really solid. Watch out for Florida State. 10th, I got my boys, USC. I think they're finally going to crack back in the top 10. We need some help. We need teams to lose to give us a shot at the national title. And I think it can happen. These teams up here, some of these teams have to play each other, and they're going to have to lose. So maybe we'll get lucky. If we can run the table, it'd be awesome. 9th, I got Oregon State. They're only moving up one spot. I'm still not really that impressed with Oregon State. I want to see them actually play somebody. Maybe that wouldn't actually convince me. I got Ohio State staying at 8. I didn't really think they would. I don't think South Carolina would drop that far from losing to a team like LSU. They're ranked 9th in the country, so yeah, I didn't think they'd fall too far. Got Ohio State at 8. They're still really good, but their defense is a little sketchy, and I think that's going to catch up to them. I got South Carolina at 7. You're losing to number 9. You're number 3. I'm going to think you're going to fall like maybe 4 or 5 spots. I got LSU at 6. Beat number 3 team in the country, of course. Even though you're 9, you're very high. You beat a number 3 team, you're going to go up. So I'm going to put them at 6. I got Kansas State 5. Again, I know Notre Dame is behind Kansas State in the rankings right now, but Kansas State only won by 6 against a pretty average Iowa State team, and Notre Dame beat Stanford, who beat USC. So, yeah, Notre Dame is legit. Notre Dame is just awesome. I'm loving the Notre Dame Fighting Irish right now. I kind of hope I would actually like seeing them play the national championship. So yeah, that's my 6. That's my 12 through 6. 5 Kansas State, 4 Notre Dame, of course. Got them jumping Kansas State for the number 4 spot. Florida is 3rd. Florida is the sleeper. Florida is the ultimate sleeper in the national championship race. If these guys run the table, if they can win the rest of their games, they should more than earn a spot in the national championship game. Absolutely no question, and at all. 2, of course, I kept same top 2, Oregon and Bama first. Oregon, they are just nasty. I do not want to watch that game on November 3rd when they have to come in and play the USC Trojans. I think we're going to get whacked in that game pretty good because Oregon looks really, really good. And Bama. I mean, the only thing that can stop Alabama right now is the weather, which we saw in the game today. So yeah, that's my BCS top 12 and my review of the top 25 games today. Hope you guys have a good one, and we'll see how I did when the rankings come out. Alright, peace.